gawking in a place like this?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Code Vein. In this one, I can't remember what this place is called now. Totally forgotten loads of stuff. Hopefully this won't be too bad. We are in the dried up trenches. Now of course, there is a bit of a decision to be made at this point. You can start going down the pit, but in terms of difficulty of enemies, and in my opinion, the haze says to come this way. You get more haze down in the pit. If you want to go that way, feel free.
Pick up something we can use?
But these guys give less haze, so I'm going to go with they're probably less difficult. So, starting out, be careful of this guy on the right. He always catches me. If you take anything from the advice, don't just walk out here, because he'll try and hit you with like a 3-hit combo, and it's always painful. So be careful of that. Dude hanging on the end of here. If you hit him a couple of times whilst he's trying to get up, he'll fall off. So feel free to do that. At this point, we're gonna have to fight one a bit fairer here. Tries to ambush you, but just kind of wait for him. You can just absolutely smash him up in that corner. Now in this area, we do actually get a weapon that supersedes the Crimson Blade that we've got already, which is why I was saying I only really get this if you like the look of it, or if you really actually want the blade. The one we're gonna get probably between this episode and the next one is a bit better. So, additionally, I apologise if anything goes too wrong with the video. I decided the video is looking a little bit grainy, so I'm trying to test out different recording methods or encoding methods. This guy up here, you can target from here, so I probably would. I came last time. Here we go. Smash. Let's bring him down. That way we don't have to fight him later on when we may be in a little bit of a less advantageous position. Got some packages there. Nope, took it off me. Alright, yeah, come on. Be mindful of all the different areas that you're going to see as you're coming around here. So that vestige we're going to get momentarily. This place has lots of drop-off locations where basically it just kind of like likes to circle around itself, so I didn't see most of it. Okay. Get this guy with the gun. The guys with guns, you're generally pretty much safe to just run up on them. You can get him from backstab, but they're not too bad. They're kind of just more of an annoyance, but we're getting on too far into this right hand side at the moment. You don't really want to come down this side if you can help it. Don't try jumping onto there, it doesn't work. Obviously this guy here, we can jump off onto him in a minute and you'll see that momentarily. So instead you want to come off onto this left side. I found that as you come across the drop-offs, you're best off dealing with them immediately in this area. So first up, we're going to have this one.
That's what I call a leap of faith.
Now of course you can wait until you grab the missiles and stuff to do this, because it'll be a bit easier once you kind of have the map. You'll see all these areas. It doesn't really hide them from you, which is kind of cool. Deal with this guy. I can't actually remember what's in this chest around here. But don't worry, we are going to find everything. I just can't remember what's where. Also +3, not bad. Not good for us, but not bad to have. What else do we need to say? It's been a few days since I've been around this area. I've kind of pushed ahead into the cathedral area now on the live streams. Really happy with the guys giving me a hand. Why are you facing the wrong way? Oh yeah, of course, that's why. Just remembering stuff here. Okay, the shield. So this area here, you can actually drop off here to get to the place where that big guy was that we just dealt with on his own, which is kind of why that's a good idea. Before we deal with that drop off though, we're going to come over this way to show. This is where the guy dropped off at us earlier. Ladder here as well. So say if I have to come back here later, we're gonna slide on down this. See, this is what I'm saying about how after a few days you kind of just forget where stuff is. Oh, okay. I should have showed this earlier actually. This is actually an item that you can see from the very first ledge. So we started out up there. If you'd looked down from where the missile was, you'd have seen this guy. This actually drove me nuts for ages. It took me a while to find this bit. Kind of cementing the whole, as I was saying earlier. Just make sure you kind of deal with the areas as you're coming across them.
I'm on my way.
Go ahead and do with you from up here. Smash. Cass just absolutely nailing everything. Awesome, Mika. On you. Let's see if we can get notice at it. Yakimo apparently doesn't want to join us right now. It's fine, the Zero's not too bad, the enemies aren't too egregious. Of course, I apologise that you guys may have noticed that I had a bit more haze than I left previous episodes with. I was just trying to test some different recording settings, and testing them it's a pretty good idea to just kind of make sure the pixels move around and stuff. So we have a way down. And then along this.
Not an ideal battleground.
Yeah, we don't want to battle. If you can, let people like Yakimo battle on these tight ledges, because crazily enough, they seem to have like an invisible wall that stops them from falling off. So take advantage of that. Rod missile. Now there is in fact another way to get here later. I can't remember how I came down here, but the first time I came down here, I actually ended up dropping off onto this. So just kind of worth knowing. I don't think there's a drop off from here though. You can't get onto that. Tried that. So yeah, let's continue. Now what I like about the way this area is set up is, now that we've dealt with this part, for example, if you happen to have taken lots of damage, you can actually nip back to the missile and then come back down again. And in so doing, kind of grind the area a little bit, get yourself a little bit more powerful, if that's what you wish to do. Which I highly recommend. If you ever feel like you've hit a brick wall, feel free to grab yourself some extra levels, get yourself some health, some damage, that kind of thing. I definitely want to hit 2000 HP as soon as possible. So don't run out to this guy. Draw him over. I'll let Yakimo go on out. Ooh, I haven't equipped all of the abilities, have I? Have I? I haven't. Got me, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. You want to be careful at this point. I use like a teleport ability. We're gonna draw this guy over. Because basically he has cover of like a sniper dude that's behind him. So you want to bring him over here. Maybe Gross Maker if you're feeling a bit low on it. Which makes this a little bit easier, as you'll see. So you kind of want to... Ooh, ouch, I couldn't lock onto him there. For some reason it didn't let me. So you kind of want to, ouch, sidestep out of the way of that if you can, and then run up to him. And not just totally fail doing that like I just did. I don't quite know why that wasn't letting me lock onto
You
that.
have to take whatever you can use.
A bit different how I usually do things. Do we drop out in there right now? No. So that's the way back up. So if you drop off onto there, that's going to take us back to the beginning area. So I don't actually want to drop off onto that one. Somewhere we do want to drop off though is over here. So yeah, if you end up like dropping off this bit, for example, it's just kind of, I don't want to say a soft reset, and you can actually skip a lot of this area if you don't really want to deal with everything that we're doing in this episode. So you can kind of come just straight down here and it'll take you to the next, where the next missile is. So, kind of a strange but cool way to make the area quite optional in some ways. So we go ahead and do that. Some more, thank you. Lots of Ica, so we're making sure we take advantage of that. Let's get ourselves a heal. See everyone drop off here.
Where do you think this is headed?
Oh, we'll show you. Hello. Hello. Quite a lot of enemies around here, if I remember rightly. It's going to be like a group of them around this corner. This game's very evasion based. I find blocking to not be all that great for me, so it's kind of how I try to avoid stuff. As you can see, tons of Queen Eye in here, so this is a good place where you can, if you want to, you can start testing out your different avails and different weapons and stuff if you want to. There's the map. And there you see him. Got plenty of stuff. Drop down just there, look.
Stay away from the edge,
we're not actually
okay?
going to drop down there. There's definitely a better way to deal with that guy. I feel like we were able to drop down tank here, but it's not letting me. So that there is the main path of progression that you can see ahead of us. Obviously, the to go up there is actually underneath us. Just remember everything is. Don't want to drop down there. That's a death. There's a ladder down, which we'll show in a second. Or you. Yeah, we can drop down there. We'll do that in a second. Come on. You just roared at me. I thought you'd aggroed. Come on. hell was that spit? Yeah. Knocked off. That's funny. Like MJ109. So remember rightly, yeah. So you can actually jump down, attack on him, and that's going to lead you back up to the beginning, if I remember rightly. Yep, so that's right. That's the right bottom end of it. We'll clear that out in a second. What I'm actually looking for is, I think, this bit.
Choose your ground well.
Okay. So, the guy that we saw a minute ago that was on the left that said there was definitely a better way to get to. So just kind of want to show where we are. So obviously we dropped off there, went round. Okay, come on over this way. Get used to this small part of the route because this guy down here is quite important to us. I'm not going to farm him right now, and the reason we're not going to do that is because we want to wait until we get the Hermes blood code, because that has the ability to, not ability, but it has a passive that allows us to increase drop rates. Unless I'm incredibly lucky, this is a guy that you want to farm, but his sword specifically, this is the weapon that I'm probably going to go through most of the game. That was lucky. So he drops the Argent Wolf Blade.
I always look forward to this.
Raven Fatigues, that's a direct upgrade for us right now.
That's a real gem.
Go ahead and switch to that in seconds. This place, really valuable little cave. So G-Check's Assault to the Raven, as you see. Dark Gift plus 43. We're not using any light gifts, that's fine. So yeah.
Make sure you're good and set.
We dropped some physical attack, which is regrettable, but that's not really what I'm too bothered about. Although we are playing kind of hybrid in terms of style. Plus I like how it looks, it's kind of cool with all the feathers. So an important little cave all in all. Now, I'm trying to think whether this place needs splitting into two or not. Don't think it does. Right, so we've gone through there, done that. Could put it this way. Then we have the other drop off just there. There's not a line there. Oh, there is a line. No line there. I feel like that's been dropped by an enemy. I don't remember being there. So anyway, drop off this bit.
Hold on. I'm on my way. This is more complicated than I expected.
We've got
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
Nice spear plus 3. Another blood code, that's cool. Blood veil even. Go with this guy. Don't want to get ambushed. So here we're going to have
numbers like that are
pretty much all out brawl, as you can see. This is where it's like, aha, I'm a caster, so therefore. One down. Everyone's going to take you. These guys are going to come for us. We're quite close to one shot now, which is very nice. Let's get on the top. Let's go on the side. As you can see, Haze is coming in hard and fast. The cool thing is, it also means that we're able to master abilities and stuff on blood codes as well if we wish to. So here's where you can take a break if you wish to. I'm going to show this properly later, but essentially if you drop down
the ship is stuck on that thorn
behind this guy, drop down here, that'll take you underneath this building just here, and that will give you a missile. So if you feel like you can't continue the direction we're about to go in, just to kind of finish things off, you can take a quick rest in there. But I'm going to show this bit just here, which kind of links everything together. So the part where I was saying you can kind of just skip past everything if you wish to. That's just this way, as you'll see. Time to get a full stamina bar.
You have to take whatever.
So yeah, there's the drop off that we saw before. We've got to drop the tact on this guy. This thing, you have to rush it, otherwise it's just going to burn you. Really not a fan of them. We're going to have a few of those to deal with later on in the episode, so be careful. What's the word? Invariably, when it comes to those guys, it tends to be better off just kind of rushing them if you can. Stupid shield enemies. And there we go. So we've been up here before. That's the path where the guy jumped up. Just to the right turn over there. And then we have Ruin over that way. Cool, right? that's shown that's kind of a map is where the missile's going to be. So I'm going to show that now. Of course, the boss will be separate. I probably won't farm for the Argent Blade between now and the boss.
Don't run too far
I really
ahead.
want to get it though. Sometimes it's just I don't want to miss out on the stuff that I like. It's kind of cool that you can see all that from when you come around the side. So yeah, like I say, all this middle bit, if there's nothing there that you're interested in, I mean, I imagine there should be between the Queen, the Raven, and the Knight Spear +3. I definitely think most people will find something there. So we have an increase in physical attack or magic attack, basically, depending on what it is you're doing. So we're going to cross over that way in a minute, and you should be able to see, like I was saying before, you've got the fire guides over there. Don't worry, I've got a method for getting through that. Not too damaged. It is a bit suicidal. It worked the first time I tried it, so whether or not it works again after that, we'll have to see. Don't really know the story about this guy, because he's almost like a revenant. He's kind of just sat there waiting for you. I can't remember what's in this either. Right, you don't want to be facing off against these guys together. Come on, get in. Ouch! I hate fighting around the ledges.
Choose your fight
space
well.
now there, so we're alright.
What is that?
Down you go.
Pick up something we can use?
I think it's just only a shortcut from
Always look forward to this.
stuff. Right, breaker. There we go. That's why I didn't remember, because I don't use it. Then you could have a nice rest in here.
Well, this place was hiding here, huh?
You know, yeah.
Nice work.
I think there's an item above us. We'll go ahead and
Glad
rest
to
here.
see this.
I think this is the point in my stream that I went and got here Hermes, so we can go ahead and take a look at that now. Let's go ahead and teleport back to Hermes. I think all we have to do is talk to the guy that sends us to the depths. You can probably do this earlier, but I'm just going to grab it. Whilst we've got about 13 minutes to get to the last in the area. No, it's not gonna be easy to do it in a short amount of time. Sorry guys, I'm just bringing that to song. Now that you guys let know how you're doing. Voice seems pretty good. I'm getting used to having better sensitivity than talking quieter into the mic. I think it's just nicer for me. Put a cap on it as well, so in theory, even if I try and shout, it shouldn't go too amazing. That's how we talk to this dude.
I overheard you're able fascinating.
Give me that.
It would be an honor for you to take mine.
So here's her.
I'm curious to see how you handle it.
Ooh. So this actually has some things that we want on it, if I remember rightly. Let's take a look here. Hermes. So first and foremost, you are going to want Revenant's Greed. Why don't I have that yet? Quiet Hermes Vestige 2. Frostspike is okay, but it's a mind power, so now you have the difference between mind and will. And so they both do kind of damage, but I think mind is generally aimed at being more supportive, but so it's just good. As you see, less Ica and less cooldown, so kind of more steady damage in my opinion, less burst. Was there anything else that was amazing on this? Don't think so. Let's see if we can actually, because I was able to unlock this at this point, so let's see if we actually got the any of the vestiges for it. I think we probably did, but I just don't pay attention to what I'm picking up half the time.
What is it?
Restore vestiges. Hunter, Hermes. Yeah, so we've got like most of this. That's cool. I just want to get the thing unlocking basically. I'm just gonna skip through this. I don't actually know if you can replay through these. I hope you can.
That
Maybe should just give something like this its own type of episodes. I don't know. You guys left. Let me know if you want to see it. I've not really heard much from you guys in terms of what you'd want me to do or not do. There's the reference group. I don't have it yet. Need. Famous message pop B. Okay.
Take care.
It must be coming up because I had it at this point. In fact, no, I had it at the end of this point. Okay, well, we'll continue. If I end up kind of somewhat missing it, then I'll just look it up and make sure we go find it. Decayed Shipyard area. Let's go. I think it's pretty easy to just start the next episode if we have missed a couple of bits. But I don't think we do. I'm trying to think where it would have been. We cleared the map. I'll have to double check, but we cleared the map. Interesting how it's spawned the enemies before me. Right, trenches, right. Yeah, there's nowhere on the map we haven't been, so I'm fairly positive we haven't missed anything.
Here's hoping we find something interesting. Depths. Let's take it today. Bring it any time.
That may well be where it was as well. So we'll clear that after this episode. Probably. And then we do the boss. A little bit more powered up, which is good. Dark spices, also taking it away. So of course you can choose whether or not you want to fight these. If you just roll off onto this side, you'll be fine. This guy does aggro onto those, so be careful because he runs all the way around.
Ship is stuck on that thorn.
In general, make things awkward. We should be fine.
Don't fall here. We're pretty far from the
so really, he's not the thing to be worried about. He is though. Oh, stop it! Oh god! All right.
Good stuff.
So at this point, then, we're going to do something that you shouldn't do in these kinds of games very much. Let me just totally forgot we haven't used that. Generation +1. Right. We are going to run past everything. So we'll go through here, straight to the left, like I said. And then you want to come down this way. Straight past it. Oh my god, I got hit. No! That didn't happen last time. And you want to come down into the cave. Everything else should basically de-aggro. And we can deal with the big guy. Oh, they came! No! Okay. They didn't do that last time I did this. Oh my god. Drop down as well now. We can't just rest the missile. But you know what, that's probably an even better idea. Let's just do it the super easy way. That's an even better idea. Yakima's just killing everything. That's even more likely to success. If you just go past everything straight down the ladder, we just rest the missile. Totally forgot I was there. And then, this is just much easier to take on from this direction. Oh, I thought I was going to get the backstab. Didn't get. Getting away from you now. Go this way. So I like taking this on from range. Just because he's going to have friends in a minute. The last time I came here, I was able to get around this bit without the... Yeah, look, I can come around here without actually aggroing. That's really weird. As you can see, this doesn't seem it's too late, which is good. I can aggro you. There we are, basically just that. Now I can get these guys up. Probably didn't knock those on. Didn't really think about it. Okay, I'll check let's deal with the other guy then. Like I said, this area, basically, whenever you come across drop-offs, you just seem to be better off dealing with them straight away. Across here, I feel like I'm going to get sniped because I haven't got the way I went before.
Not an ideal battle.
Ouch, yeah, no, that's coming. Even as a caster, I can tank that though. Iron ladder.
Oh, not bad.
Have you? Thank you. So of course we've got epic music on because this would be a horrific ambush otherwise. There's things like, you're not supposed to be up here.
Nice work, Eagle Eye.
Cool. Right. So before we drop off there, look, and that's where we came in from.
Not an ideal
Nearly at the one-shotting stage. Last one, dense lost shard edge. What do you drop for me? Lost bayonet. Drop off here. I don't remember this bit. I feel like there's going to be a missile here. Yeah, there we go. We get ambush as well. Sort of thing on the left. Look at this. Ruins it. If nothing else, that's one of the best reasons to level is so that your partner can just wreck everything for you. What just dropped? What's dropped? I love the way everything's just on the map. It's great. Then, oops,
Sorry.
what they're in, but
Moving
didn't
out.
make a difference. Cool, now back around, and then we can come on down here. Yes, I know. It's really easy to stagger some to get up on, and they're alright anyway. Blood
You have to take
cartridge,
whatever
lost
you can
bayonet.
use.
Oh my god. through the wall, that was way unfair. Okay. So that clears what I suppose you could call the second part of this area. It was obviously much quicker than the first. I don't know why I bother getting on the ladder sometimes, 'cause it just doesn't hurt to drop down. Rest here. Got a bit more haze, get ourselves level 30. Just limiting ourselves to make me think. Okay, so boss fight in here. I will save that for another episode. In the next one, we are going to be taking on the next depth map. Let's take on whatever this is. I don't know what triggers these to appear. So we head over to the home base now, and then after that we'll take on the boss of the area. And that should be as pretty much good for today's recording. I suppose that doesn't make sense to anybody else watching, but we got through that way quicker than I thought we did. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. If I have, please let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to go back and get it. Either way, guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. See you then.